Yes, sir, man. We're back at it again with another Relink video. Y'all know what the vibes is, man. We finna go crazy with it. Today's video, I'm gonna give y'all my id build. This id build is a work in progress. I'm in Maniac right now, and I'm coming up on the Proud level. But the damage that I'm able to do, bro, with id is insane, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know he's my favorite character in Granblue, and the story behind him is just so peak to me, bro. Like, I put so much investment into this character. I'm not gonna lie. So the first thing that I want to talk about, of course, as you can see from my battle power, he's at 14,000. This is the party that I use pretty much post game. And you see the difference, right? 14,000. The next highest is Percival at almost 10,000. My id, we're gonna go over the masteries, the skill setup, the gear. The gear, we're gonna start out there first, because I mean, honestly, these are all sigils that you can get by just literally coming to the quest counter. And if you're in Maniac, you know you get like free sigils and stuff like that whenever you get your first time clear, right? As you can see, stun power, ages 7, I have it on my id. I got it from clearing this. Same with tyranny, and just keep going down and clearing these missions. They will give you good sigils. They're not like the cracked out sigils like how other YouTubers have them min-max. This id build, like I said, is a work in progress, but it's still getting the job done. I'm not gonna lie. And of course, back to the gear section, there's a few things specifically that I want to talk about from sigils that I got from the Knickknack Shack and just RNG purposes. Now, the first thing that I do want to talk about though is id signature. Now, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This one right here, it is different, 100%. You see it whenever he goes into his God Might mode, which is something that you're going to want to push for pretty much as you can throughout a quest, right? I know that was an abrupt cut, but my roommate was in the kitchen whipping up stuff for breakfast. But listen, back to what I was saying. The God Might mode itself, you're going to want to push for that 100% as many times as you can within the quest. I will do like an actual quest demonstration towards the end of the video so I can see some real live gameplay footage, because I feel like there's a lot of visual learners out there, and me, myself, I'm one of them. So I'm going to give y'all that, you feel me? But I want to show y'all these sigils. Rupee Tycoon, Auto Revive, Potion Hoarder, they're not here by choice. They're just attached to other sigils that I have, so you can ignore the bottom 3. Everything else, all of these have came from when I showed y'all when you just literally progress through Maniac, they will give you these sigils, right? We have Combo Finisher because id, his triangle, or I don't know what it is for a PC, but his Combo Finishers is attached to his heavy button, right? And the heavy button itself is something that you're going to use a lot because that's what builds up the gauge. So that's why I used it, because the Combo Finisher is just buffs that, and I use it pretty much all the time to progress through the forms that it has, sorry. Skilled Assault, I use that, right? Free flat, 54% damage for all my skills. That's just a nice damage buff. The same with damage cap, it allows me to hit harder. I probably say off the top of my head, maybe my skills are within like the 120,000, 140,000 range, and I will go to the Grand Cipher and show y'all in the practice room, and of course in live gameplay as well. We have tyranny, free attack percent, 33 of it. It's not up that high, but as you see from my id, he has 27,000 health, so I can sacrifice the 20,000 health. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Critical hit damage, we just have a free flat 27% boost whenever we do crits. Stamina, I like it a lot because it boosts my attack by how high my health is, and of course 27,000 is a lot of health. We can of course upgrade this more, but I just need to find more sigils for stamina. Aegis is a sigil that I like a lot. 25% health is just nice. It's just really nice quality of life, and that's how we at 27,000 health. Crit rate, of course, that's just obvious. He's my DPS. We want to crit to do more damage. HP, we have flat HP boost of 2,600, and of course attack, we have a flat of 1,000. So there is a lot of room in here to work. If you have this exact setup, as you can see in the bottom, we have about 8,000 power with our offense, and then of course the power level overall is around 14,000. Now I want to go over the weapon, and I'm gonna show it in the mastery section because I feel like that'd just be a better place to show it off. The collection right here, the Susano, this is like, I would say arguably, even though I don't have its other weapons, I know that the essential weapons are some of the best in the game. So when I came out of the story mode, I did instantly craft the Susano. Ragnarok was not bad at all. Like, I really love it a lot. I want to put y'all on game because I feel like not a lot of people are talking about this. If you have the other weapons for those characters, make sure you level them up, because you know once you get to like a certain level, and I'm gonna just show this for Rosetta, because this is just, I feel like visual learner once again, right? You see my Rosetta stats. She has 13,000 HP. If I come down here to this rose crystal knife, and I just put some mastery points into her, she's going to get a free 50 HP. Right, now look at it, 13,665. Right, you want to put more points into these other weapons, even the ones you're not using. These are all free stat boost. Look at this, free 5,000 HP, free 2,000 HP, and then of course whatever this weapon gives, that's free stats too. So 100% you can want to do that. As you can see from the mastery side of things though, we have it about 78. I have reached all the way down to the bottom. Of course, like I said, my id itself is not min-max. There's a lot of room for improvement, and the same for defense, but he's definitely the highest character that I have on my account. If y'all want me to do like a separate guide for like the mastery progression route, I can do that. I just don't want to make this video like super long, you feel me? And the skill section, I'm gonna go over that once we get to the grand cipher to go into the practice room. Now that we're in the practice mode, before we get into the actual damage numbers and all that good stuff, I do want to show y'all the skills that I'm rocking on my man Ed. Now I'm gonna be honest, I'm just going straight damage. I have Never Enough, Scourge, Unbound, and Furfold Vengeance. I do have all his skills unlocked. I just never see the reason to run this, because whenever it does go into his dragon form, he has an ability that slows. So this is kind of like, why would you double up on the slow? Speaking of his dragon form, this is Ragnarok. I'm gonna be honest with you, this skill right here, to me it's terrible, right? Because like I can just build a meter up myself and go into the dragon form. The only use that you would see this for is like if you're in God Might and your God Might is about to refresh or it's about to go away, you can refresh it while turning into that. But I feel like you lose out on so much more overall damage if you just slot in another damage move, right? Like that's super obvious. And this move itself has such a super long cooldown that I only used it one time, and the one time that I did use it, I was only able to use it once in the quest. So it was like I just instantly slotted it out. Atonement, I can't really speak on this. It looks like a good move. I just never used it at all. Ever since I had my id, this is the setup that I have been using, but it does look good because he takes damage in the place of all his allies and counters based on the damage endured. I just feel like this is a very like setup-y, obviously, but like a very niche ability that has, it can be good. I don't know. I don't like abilities where it's like you have to take damage to do damage back, right? Because like if you're not taking damage, this ability is just useless in my opinion. But of course, like I said, that's my opinion. He also has a projectile as well, but I don't have it slotted because whenever he transforms into his dragon mode, he does get a projectile with his triangle string. So like, why would you put that in there? That's just me. I like these 4 moves. Of course, like I said, this is a life steal, and I'm gonna show you how much life I get. It's insane. So I have a nice little solo sustain, and then of course these are all just regular damaging moves. Now the life steal from the first move, the Never Enough, I think that is the name of it. It is the name of it. It's not going to be that much in his base form. It's going to be a lot in the God Might. It's going to be pretty much double that, right? You see the damage numbers. We get a cool 5,000 back and have 27,000, right? Healed up from 13,000. It's going to be double that in the God Might mode, so it's going to be 10,000, which is really great. Of course, with a big health pool like I have, and you're able to use the move a lot. That also did not turn back off the skill cooldown from instant. My bad. It comes back pretty fast, I'm not going to lie. Right, and of course, if you're in the heat of battle, you're doing your damage, right? You're doing your little strings and stuff like that, and it builds up the gauge as well. The same with the rest of his abilities. They also build up the gauge. And of course, the combo finishers build up the gauge as well. Like Unbound, that gives you a little meter for your gauge, and then so the Scourge as well. And of course, as you can see in the bottom right, the lifesteal move is almost about 50% way, and it's insane. For a lifesteal move that has a pretty short cooldown, you can really solo sustain a lot for it. Now, the final move, which is Fourfold Vengeance, I don't really use it unless within the God Might mode, because when I'm in God Might mode, it hits for about 500,000, right? It has a super long cooldown. Like, I'm telling you, it's insane. First, you got to stand in place, and it sacrifices your health, right? And this is just it in the base form, right? You charge it up all the way, and that's a cool like 395,000, right? And I'm gonna show you how much damage it does once I explain what God Might mode is. Now, of course, you want to do your damaging skills, right, to get the meter up, and then you also can do your combo strings as well, your basic combo strings. and then finish it with the lunge into the combo finisher. And then whenever you get the meter full, you press triangle again and you transform into the dragon form. Now, of course, these are all his moves. And if you remember earlier when I said about specifically talking about the slow move, you see I transformed and my whole moveset changed. The bottom one itself is a slow, which is why I didn't like put the slow on the base form of id, because I have one in the dragon form. And like I said, he gets a projectile in his dragon form as well, which is why I don't have a projectile on the base form id. Never enough. It's just like a close the gap type of move, and it does a lot of damage. As you can see, that was like, I think I seen 89,000, but this Scourge move, boy, it hit different. You feel me? It hit different. That's almost 200,000 off of just one move alone. Now, if you're in the dragon mode, it's literally the same as his base human form, where you literally just do combos and then it just builds up the meter, right? You can do it with square. Link attacks also build up the meter. And the projectile that he has from the light blast is also like a projectile that also builds up the meter as well, which is why I don't have the projectile on him. You keep attacking in the dragon mode, and then you'll eventually hit God Might. And it thinks about halfway. Okay, it's halfway. And once you reach God Might, now this is where he gets all the buffs, bro. Like, he be pumping up the damage. The gauge itself, its drip, the whole aura, everything, bro. It is so cool, bro. And the thing about it is, bro, you see it, the whole little rotation, even with me sitting here explaining it to y'all, the bottom move itself, it just hit halfway. You feel me? So that's why I'm saying whenever you just use Fur Fold, whenever you just hit God Might, because I'm telling you, the damage is going to be nasty. Now, even when in God Might, you get a buff, right? Remember the Scourge move that I did earlier, it hit for about, what, 200,000, right? We do it again, it went up to 227,000. And of course, it's the same with the other moves. We get a nice little buff, 136,000, and then the heal itself, you see it did about 11,000 off the heal. And I don't think I've explained this. I think I explained this in the skill section. I can't remember, but the reason that I'm doing health off of all my hits is because of the thing that's on my sigil. I have id's legendary sigil, his unique sigil. And what it does is it gives himself drain, and what drain is just lifesteal on hit. So that's why I'm getting like damage numbers every single time you see a damage number, and like I get some health. Don't show it right now because I'm full, but yeah, you will get health. And then it has like this super flashy OD combo in his God mode, and it's just by just spamming his heavy string, and it does so much damage and has a lot of explosion. And that was like what, 106,000, but with all those hits in there, it does a lot of damage. And that's pretty much the id rotation. You go back to cooldown once God Might's over, and you just get back to it. You feel me? You go back to it, start doing the damage and building up his meter. I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about, at least for like the practice mode id. I don't think I missed out on anything. Oh, I know what I missed out on. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all how much damage the move at the bottom does when it's in God Might. Alright, now that I have God mode activated, first thing I do want to show you, I pretty much only use my Skybound art in God Might just because God Might gives me the most buffs. So of course I'm gonna show you what those like. The first little crit was 16,000, nothing crazy, but that's 120,000 so far, and then there's another instance of it. So that's pretty much how much damage I get in all my Skybound arts. Whenever I do a cool little 190,000, but this is obviously the main reason what I wanted to show you. So of course we charge up our fourth ability all the way and watch how much damage this does. If this doesn't crit, this is gonna be so embarrassing. But yeah, it does a cool 455,000, almost 456,000 damage. And of course, if you have any other party members that buff you, of course you can take advantage of those buffs as well. And yeah, it just does so much damage. But the cooldown on that move is insane, which is why I pretty much try to time it up with God Might. But you seen what it can do in the practice mode. Let me show y'all what he can do in a real quest. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you get on there, hit the thumbs up button for your boy. I will make a follow-up video for my id once I get him like super min-max and super cracked out, because I just love the character a lot. And speaking of characters, if there's any other characters that you want to see, let me know down below. It's going to take me a minute because I'm in school and stuff like that, but I will get to it 100%. And I appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting on these Granblue videos so far. It really does mean a lot. But yeah, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. I'm going to leave y'all with some quest gameplay for id, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one.
心配はいらん。使わせてもらう。そこにしろ。焼きつけ。回復を急げ。ばいな。了解。私の力で圧倒するぞ。了解した。今助ける。俺が道を切り開く。戦えない者は敵から動きを逃すな。満開分に暴れかけてもらう。容赦はせん。仕掛ける。見えているここで。よし、この調子だ。もちろんだ。そのつもりで。叩き伏せる。待って、すぐに向かう。バカな。まだだ。これはどう？剣にて名を立たん。俺も続こう。応援落ちろ。もらった。ロゼット、あとは任せて。いいぞ。逃がしはしない。そうだ。リアストのフィズム。全員の力を様だ。仕掛けるぞ。敵の正面は危険だろうな。脆いな。逃すなよ。この気を逃すな。邪魔だ。逃げ切り込む。覚悟しろ。 強引に行く。使わせてもらう。甘い。
かっこよかったぜ。
おう。よし。希少だな。